Hello and welcome to lesson 4 of the Healing Path to Your Soulmate. This lesson's all about getting aligned. Now, when we desire something, to experience something or to bring something into our lives, if we are fully aligned with that thing, it manifests within our lives straight away, and so we can have it straight away. It appears instantly and we can have it. And what I mean by aligned is when there are no negative feelings toward the having of it. And so that means that there's nothing blocking our way. And so once you're free of all the negatives that are blocking your way, you're in alignment and you can have it. And so when we are not aligned with something, that's when it doesn't manifest straight away. But what does manifest straight away are the steps to alignment. Okay? And so you desire something. If you're in complete alignment with that thing, if you only have good feelings for it, then it manifests instantly in your life. I'm talking about the same day or the next day from when you first had that desire. If you're not aligned with it, then what is manifest straight away is the path to aligning with it, okay? And so what this feels like when you're having relationships, or when you're looking for a relationship, is you want to have your soulmate relationship. So for example, you want to have your soulmate relationship, yet you have an issue with relationships, okay? And so maybe that issue is you don't believe that there are available good men or women out there, okay? And so that's a strong belief, and that belief has been proved right to you. You can't find a good one out there because they're not available, they're all taken, okay? And so you desire your soulmate, and although you might think that you're aligned with that and that all feels good to you, it doesn't, because you have this belief that says that it's not actually available. And how do you feel when you desire something and it's not available? That doesn't make you feel good at all. And so your belief is contradicting. Your belief is actually making you feel bad about having it or about wanting it, having that desire in the first place. And so that's where beliefs can make us feel bad about what we want and actually put us out of alignment with what we want. And past relationships can do the same thing. So past issues that we've not healed yet. And this is what we were doing in lesson 1, trying to clear those out. And so if you have had relationships where you've been cheated on, for example, and you haven't fully released those, let those go, forgiven them, and known that you've created them yourself, and done all that work that we did in lesson 1, if you haven't done that and haven't fully released it, when you're desiring a soulmate relationship, in the back of your mind you've got this cheating energy. And so it's almost like that, say, the belief that I talked about before. You have this belief that people are going to cheat on you, you're going to find a cheater, okay? And so that's what you attract into your experience. And so having the desire for a soulmate doesn't feel good for you, because there's a part of you that thinks that you're going to find someone that's going to cheat on you again, and so that doesn't feel good. And so that shows that you're out of alignment. And so these little out of alignments, these little negative beliefs, these past relationships, all of these healing things, these things that we haven't healed yet, these healing blocks that we've got within us that are still having a creative effect in our lives, are hindering our alignment with what we're actually wanting. And so as much as you think, no, I'm completely aligned with it, I only feel good about having a soulmate in my life, if that were true, they would be sat right next to you now and you wouldn't be doing this class. And so there are things that are blocking your way. And so what I want you to do now for this homework is write the next list, and this is your getting aligned list. And again, get a piece of paper and write on the top of it, as a soulmate, I will ... And then on that list, I want you to write down all the things that you'll do when you're in a soulmate relationship, all the things that you'll be when you're in a soulmate relationship. What kind of lifestyle will you have in that soulmate relationship? What kind of things will you do together? I just really want you to visualize yourself in this soulmate relationship, because everyone has this picture of who they'll be and what they'll be doing when they're in this soulmate relationship, and I want you to write down all of those things. And so all of these things that you visualize yourself as being and doing when you're in a soulmate relationship, put them all down on this piece of paper. Again, make this as comprehensive as possible. Write down everything that you can think of. Get excited about it too, and this is all about aligning your energy with what you want to be in this soulmate relationship. And once you've finished that, what I want you to do next is to go through this list one by one, everything that you've written down there, and put a mark next to those that you are already being or doing. Okay? And so all of these ones that you've put a mark next to, the things that you're already doing, the things that you're already being, they are the ways that you are already aligned with having a soulmate and being in a soulmate relationship. And so great, that's great news. You're already aligned in those ways, so that's fantastic. Well done for that. Now look at all the ones that you don't have a mark next to and ask yourself, why aren't you doing those things already? Because if you're not doing those things already, if you're not being that person already, if you're not having that lifestyle already, then that means that you're not really aligned with that person that you think that you're going to be in that soulmate relationship. And so whether it's that you've said that you're going to be in this high-powered job, or living in a beautiful house, or going to the movies every week, or going out to dinner every week, or all of these things that you want to do, if you're not doing those already, then that shows that you're not really in alignment with those things. They're not really what you would value. And if you do value those in a relationship, then you need to start doing them already. And there's reasons why you need to do them already. Firstly, remember I said that your soulmate is completely perfect for you and their energy completely aligns with you. Well, that means that they're going to like the same things as you. And so when they write this list, they're going to have the same things on it. Now imagine if when they write their list and it looks exactly like yours, when they've gone through it and they've put the ticks down next to the ones that they're being already, those ticks are actually, they've ticked the ones that you're not being already, and you've ticked the ones that they're not being already. And you're both living your lives, even though you've got the same list, you've got the ticks on different ones. And so they're going out to dinner once a week already, and you're not. You haven't allowed yourself to do that yet. And so you're not going to meet in that restaurant. And so they're going out for walks, beach walks, once a month, and enjoying the walks, and you're not doing that yet, and so you're not going to meet them there. And so can you see, it's like when you are doing and being who you want to be in that relationship, you're going to match up with them. You're actually going to meet up with them much sooner. And if you're not doing these things, it kind of shows that you're not feeling worthy enough yet. Okay? And so when you feel worthy enough to allow yourself something like these treats that you think you're going to get from your soulmate relationship, you actually need to allow yourself those first, because nobody's going to come in your life and grant you those wishes and do those things for you unless you're doing them yourself. So in other words, unless you are fully loving yourself enough to give yourself the things that you really want in life and the experiences that you want in your life, the treats that you want in life, nobody is going to come in to your life and do that for you. And that's because people can only come into your life that are a match to your energy. And so someone's going to come into your life and not give you those things too. But if you're giving yourself all of these things and all of these experiences and completely loving yourself and allowing yourself everything that you want in this way, that's when your soulmate can come in, because they want to love you like that. They want you to give you all of those things too. And so they can only do that, and they can only come in and do that and give you those things once you're already doing it yourself. And so now when you think about this practically, and so you might say, well, I don't want to go and do those things by myself. I only want to do those things when I'm in a relationship. So imagine you've said that you want to go on picnics, on romantic picnics by a lake or something like that. Okay, and you can think, well, I can't do that by myself. I can't have a romantic picnic by myself. I wouldn't want to do that by myself. That's going to feel really uncomfortable to do that by myself. And I want you to do it anyway. I want you to do it anyway. Either find a friend that would enjoy doing that too, which might be hard because if you're not allowing yourself to do that already, then your friends probably aren't allowing themselves to do that already or don't want to do that. And so you might need to do it just by yourself first, and then quickly you're going to attract people, friends and a partner who's going to enjoy doing that with you. And so just start going on those picnics by yourself. Even if you go and do it by yourself and the whole time you're there, just imagine that someone's with you. You know, imagine and visualize someone else there being there with you. And have as much fun as you can, you know, really enjoy it and give yourself the things that you really want. And so you want it to be a romantic time, and so buy yourself flowers, you know. Take the most beautiful foods there, like the really sensuous foods that you would want to eat on a romantic picnic. Take a bottle of champagne or a little bottle of champagne along. You know, do all those things that you would want your soulmate to do for you, because then you're really giving yourself those things that you want. And you'll be amazed at how fast, when you start doing this, you're going to meet people that like doing those same things, because they're going to be in the same area doing the same things as you. And you might even meet your soulmate there, because they're going to be doing the same things for themselves. And so push past this feeling of fear and this insecurity and this feelings like you don't really want to be doing these things by yourself, and go ahead and do them anyway. It's not so bad once you start doing it. For me, it was, I used to really love going to cafes, going and spending some time in cafes and just watching the world go by. And originally that was difficult for me to do, to be by myself in that way, and I'd feel nervous and unsure of myself because I was by myself. But this is something that I started doing a long time ago in my 20s, probably even earlier than that. In fact, it's just like I enjoyed doing those things, and so I started doing them. And before long, I would just meet up. People would come in the cafe and just get talking to me and get to know me. And so that even though I did actually prefer to sit by myself sometimes, because I'd really started to enjoy that freedom and just being able to sit there with my thoughts and watch the world go by. And I did meet up with other people too, and actually I met my soulmate in a cafe too, so allowing myself to do that meant that I could meet up with him, and he was doing the same thing. He liked to go to cafes too. He would sit there by himself, and he would have his art pad with him in his drawer, and sometimes he would read, but he would spend a lot of times in cafes by himself too. And so we were doing the same thing, and of course we met up. One day he decided to sit on the next table to me and waited out until he had the courage to ask me on a date, and that's when we got together. And so allow yourself to do those things, because that, not only are you more likely to meet people that enjoy doing the same things as you and meet your soulmate who's doing those same things as you, but it means that you're really valuing yourself, and you really need to love and value yourself in order to have this soulmate relationship, in order to bring someone into your life who loves and values you too. So enjoy this list process again, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye.